Hey, now most of you may know I'm a big fan of vocal groups, and I'm also a big fan of Backstreet Boys. So today I'm going to be reviewing their new album, In a World Like This. Well, I guess it's not all that new now, it's a few months old now. And everything I'm about to say is my own personal opinion, so this is how I feel about the album. Alright, the first track is the leading single of this album, and it's the title of the album, In a World Like This. This song is pretty decent. Everybody gets a solo, which is nice. The harmonies are pretty nice as well. They're pretty interesting. I like how Brian switches from harmony to kind of blending with Nick, and how he gets his own little part while they're doing the chorus, which is pretty cool. It's out of the ordinary. The flow of the song is pretty nice as well. The music video, however, I was not that big of a fan of. It was kind of cheesy to me, and it looked too much like Helpless When She Smiles. And more than half the time they're just kind of standing in that one spot singing around in the grass, which I felt was kind of cheesy. But I do like the message of the music video and song, which is that love can conquer anything, which is nice. So out of 10 I give this song an 8.5. The lyrics are pretty simple, which is not so much a bad thing, but they were really simple. The song is really nice. One of the biggest reasons because of Brian's really high belting notes, which are to this day incredibly impressive. But it doesn't have the whole memorable factor like I Want It That Way has. But again, it's my personal opinion. It's a really nice song. It's a really nice song. It's a very appropriate song to open up the album, which is nice. The next track is Permanent Stain. Nick Carter took part in writing of this song. Everybody gets a solo, which is always nice. The percussion's pretty nice as well. My biggest problem is the lack of harmony in this song. When they perform this live, it's very harmonyful. They have a nice 4-part in there, and strangely on this track, you don't really hear any harmony. It could be one of those special cases where the mixer and the producers had put the harmonies down to a very unpleasant volume. That could be the case, but I have not looked into it in that sense to figuring out any harmony. But all in all, from just listening to it, there is no harmony pretty much whatsoever. Which I guess it's not always a bad thing, but these guys are a vocal harmony group, and it's one of the main focuses. There was a big lack of that, and the lyrics were decent. Trying to use the words "permanent stain" to mean something very meaningful and touching. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this song, and it's definitely not one of the most memorable on this album. That's my opinion. Out of 10, I give this song a 6. Next track is Without Your Lips on Mine, no the sun doesn't shine, and no I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Your words are a symphony, music that sings to me, no I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. The song is called Breathe, if you didn't know that. AJ Bryan and Howie took part in the writing of this. This is a generic love song, basically I can't live without you type of thing. Now, not everybody gets a solo in this, which is not a problem. Not really a problem. It's always cool if they all get to, but, not always. Some people, actually, their voices go well with the song. Kevin starts off this song, and Kevin's not usually a guy who starts off the songs, and I like how he started off the song. It was nice. His voice goes well with this song. Why I like this song is because it's nice, soothing, and smooth, but there is nice harmonies. You can hear the harmonies real well. It sounds to me like a 4-part, kind of like the arrangement in Permanent Stain live. I personally give this song a 7 out of 10. Okay, the next song is Rise Up, Rise Up, Rise Up, Madeline. It's a nice acoustic song, and according to Wikipedia, none of the Backstreet Boys did any writing for this song. Neither did pop star making Max Martin. The song is not too complex, it's pretty straightforward. Not everybody gets a solo in this, it's mainly Nick and AJ. However, their voices work pretty well with this song. According to Backstreet Boys, this song was inspired by a fan of theirs who was severely cyberbullied and took their life. and it's basically telling you that there's a light ahead and to look up for good things. I personally really like this song. It's nice and soothing. It's just very easy to listen to and get into. What else can I say? It's nicely written. It's nicely composed. And out of 10, I give this song an 8. The next track is Show 'Em What You're Made Of, another single of theirs. This song was written by Kevin and AJ and a few others. It was inspired by their little kids. It's basically saying never give up. Apparently Kevin's dad used to always say show 'em what you're made of before his football game. I really like this song. The song's awesome. Everybody gets some kind of part in this song. There isn't that much harmony. There's like one harmony in the song, but that's okay. You can really tell that a lot of heart and soul went into this song. It's got a nice flow to it, and it's just a good song. The only tiny problem I have with this song, and that's just me super cherry picking, is that Howie's part. He doesn't really do anything to spice it up, because it's like identical to the other times that line has been sang earlier in the song. I really wish he could have spiced it up a little bit, did a little bit something different with the vocals to spice it up, but whatever. I actually give this song a 10 out of 10. It's a really good song. The next track is Make Believe. Nick and Howie had taken part in writing this song. From the get-go, I'm just gonna say I personally don't really like this song. The whole it just annoys me so much. Everybody got some kind of part in this song, which is always nice. There's harmonies in this, but they're not too impressive or anything. Nothing too special. I honestly don't really have much to say about this song. Personally, I give this song like a 4 out of 10. This next song is Try, Baby Try. Try. Apparently AJ nailed the solo so well that the Backstreet Boys let him sing all the solos in this song. So he sings pretty much everything. However, his voice sounds super perfect with this song. The harmonies are super crisp and it flows very well. When I actually heard the preview for this song at their little demo where they're showing tiny clips of the songs for the In a World Like This album, I was actually so impressed with that tiny bit I've heard. I was so excited to listen to it. And when I finally heard it for the first time, it didn't let me down. I really liked the song. I couldn't stop replaying it afterwards. It's a nice, simple acoustic song, and one of the biggest reasons I like the song is that the harmonies aren't lowered too much. They're really brought out. To me, it only kind of sounds like a 3-part to me. I think 2 Backstreet Boys get a high harmony, 2 Backstreet Boys get a low harmony, while AJ gets the melody. But it sounds really nice. None of the Backstreet Boys did any writing for this song, according to Wikipedia. Just kind of sad because I love this song so much. This song is a 10. The next song is You got to call me, and I'ma call you back and kiss me, and I'ma kiss you back and love me. Baby, I'ma love you back. You got to trust me, trust me. This song is called Trust Me. It seems that none of the Backstreet Boys did any writing for this song. This one is another type of acoustic or singer-songwriter type of song. It's got a nice pace to it. It's a fun song. Decently simple. Now, the first time I heard the preview to this song, I didn't like it. I was like, eh. But after a while, it's one of my favorite songs on the album. Everybody gets a part in this song, which is really nice. Harmonies come in by the second chorus, which is, I guess, a pretty nice build-up. The song starts off with Howie, and Howie nailed that vocal. And I really like the verses. They're really catchy, and this song is just a catchy song. Out of 10, I give this a 9. Okay, the next track is Love Somebody. Nick and Howie had taken part in the writing of this. And this song is obviously about just being with that special someone and living with that special someone. This song is kind of cheesy, but it's just telling it how it is. I'm not the biggest fan of the in-between verses, but the chorus is sort of kind of catchy. My favorite part is the I'm so in love I can die, where they have some nice harmonies that come in and have that nice harmonized sound. But again, not the most memorable out of the whole album. I give this song, I say like a 6.8 or something like that. The next song is a song called One Phone Call. Howie D took part in the writing of this. Most of this song is phone related, obviously. In the chorus, they're talking about how their special someone will always be their one phone call. Again, another song lacking a little bit of the harmony stuff. Either that or I can't really hear them as well. This song is pretty decent in my opinion, nothing too special, a tiny bit cheesy, but it's Backstreet Boys, you're always going to get a tiny bit of cheese. Out of 10, I give this song a 7. Everybody Got a Part, which was cool. Again, not the most memorable out of the album, but it's a decent song. The next song is Feels Like Home. Now I'm going to be brutally honest and say, I actually don't like this song. All the other songs actually had some kind of like towards it or appreciation for it, but this song I actually don't like. Which actually makes me feel kind of sad because Nick, Howie, and Kevin wrote this song, so it makes me feel kind of sad. But I really actually don't like this song. The in-between verses I don't like, and they're really cheesy. The chorus I don't really like. There Goes My Phone. And no, I just don't like it. I don't like the flow of it. I don't like the lyrics either. So yeah, I just don't know what else to say. I don't really like this song. Out of 10, I give this like a 4. I mean, it's not a terrible song, and I like it for the fact I have an appreciation for it, for the fact that it's coming from the heart of Backstreet Boys and their experience, and them have had traveled the world and stuff, and just the experiences they had. But no, I'm not a fan of this song. I mean, it's not terrible. I'd listen to this any day over Justin Bieber. Alright, anyway, the last song on the regular album is Soldier. Howie took part in writing this one. This is a pretty good song. It's sending out a good message. The song's basically about that I'll be there for you, basically. It's got decent verses, decent tune, decent flow. Now this song has harmonies and you can hear them. Now, what really got me to liking this song is the little breakdown in the end where you can really hear them harmonize. Now that won me over to really liking this song, because harmonies are the stuff that I really like. Yeah. Here's the problem I have with this song is that they have a part where they're like, oh, 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 oh. And to me, that was way too One Direction for me. Just giving out some very simple O's. On Backstreet Boys, they're used to doing nice complex vocal harmony breakdowns, which I really feel like they can do a little bit more with that, but I know this is kind of a simple song, and it doesn't really have the kind of flow to have any type of vocal performance in that way. However, I really feel like that was really simple in that section. All in all, it's a pretty decent song. I give it a 7.9. And if you were like me and went to Walmart on the day it came out, you bought the special edition. It was only a couple more bucks or so. In all honesty, I'm not going to really talk about the 2 bonus tracks because they were really, really average to me. One of them was called In Your Arms, which I give a 5, and the other one was Take Care, which I also give a 5. They weren't too special, they didn't really ring to my ears all that much, and they weren't really memorable to me. Now if you stuck around for all this time to hear me talk and blabber like that, thank you very much. Now I'm going to give my real true honest opinion on this album. The first time I popped it in the CD player and finished listening to the album, I really did not know how to feel about it. And I really gotta say, when I first heard it, I really felt like they took away that Backstreet Boys sound that I know and love. And I really feel like there was a true lack of vocal performance in this. Come on, it's Backstreet Boys. They're a vocal harmony group. They should be showing such. I know in the past, they've made an effort to prove such a thing. It's almost like now that they're popular and they've been around for 20 years, they don't really have to do it or show that type of thing. But I really feel like they do, because that's what really made them who they are, and it's what gets people on their feet. I feel like the focus on this album was a little too song and not enough vocal performance. What I like most about Backstreet Boys is probably the nice harmonized vocal sounds. And to certain songs, I really feel like it tried too hard to be modernized. And in my personal opinion, I really don't like the new modern pop sound. And in that one song, Love Somebody, they had like a techno remix thing where they had a voice go like, no. None of that, man. Like, seriously, none of that. Come on. Like, again, there was no real vocal harmony performance, which they would always give out in their albums, which always impressed us. This album didn't have any of that, and I really wish they had something like that. Now, my one true wish for the next album in all honesty, if I could have one wish that I could send out to them or any type of request, is put out a nice acapella on your album. That way you can really show people what you guys are all about. This is how they got signed, in fact. I always have a deep appreciation for a vocal group who can put together a nice vocal harmony a cappella arrangement, and put it on their album and release it to show what they're all about. And I know Backstreet Boys can do that type of thing. I mean, celebrating 21 years, I think it'd be an awesome idea to have something like that on their album to show people they still got it and what they're all about, and put guys like One Direction in their place. I mean, I love that kind of stuff. I know they did that in 2007, but they have Big Kev back, and it'd be sick to have a nice 5-part put together, nice harmonies, and they should all just write a song together and make a nice a cappella arrangement. Prove themselves that they still got it. Okay, listen, I don't hate this album, and I know I've kind of like put it down in some sense. Now, there are songs I really like. Now, there was a couple of 8 and 10s on this. Even with the songs that were just kind of average to me, the really good songs wins me over for this album, which is the first half of this album, actually. They had really catchy songs that stuck with me, and I really enjoyed how they flowed. Show 'Em What You're Made Of is one of the awesomest songs I have on my MP3 player. I love it. It's very nicely written, soully written by AJ and Kevin. Now this album, gotta be proud of BSB for doing this album, because they took a giant part in the creative process of this whole thing. They did a lot of the writing and everything. They ended up actually living in a house together, trying to put together this album. And it's a pretty nice album. It's pretty decent, but in my personal opinion, it's not the best Backstreet Boys album. But there's still some to come. I mean, they're gonna be singing until they're dead. So, yeah. And I can't wait for the concert I'm going to be going to. And that's my take on this album. That's how I feel. I just really feel that it needed more focus on the vocal performances. They are known for being vocalists, after all, and a vocal harmony group. So it's a decent album, I say. Okay, when it comes down to it, if I rate this album out of 10, I give it a 7.5. Now, to my subscribers, if you will, I honestly would love to know your opinion on this album. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about certain songs. And if I should do another review like this, I'm thinking about giving my thoughts on Millennium from 1999. I hold that album dear to my heart. It's what got me into Backstreet Boys in the first place, pretty much. The I Want It That Way is the larger than life's. And yeah. Peace and love and ice cream cake. God bless.